to our brand new segment, Guest Conference, where we take a few people that you know and ask them to get off the fence, put their neck on the line, and put their money where their mouth is, and ask them to tell us what's going to happen in the big games. We're going to start off with the Irani Cup tomorrow between Mumbai and the rest of India. Three openers playing tomorrow for the rest of India. Will all three of them play? Dhawan, Vijay and Sehwag?
I think so.
And what's your opening combination, if you will?
I will have actually Dhawan and Vijay opening.
And you'll have Sehwag go lower down the order?
Yeah. Because I want to see how Sehwag plays down the order. I want to see, because if Sehwag has a future in Indian cricket, it will be down the order. I don't think Sehwag has a long-term future in Indian cricket as at the top of the order, at least certainly not outside India. So I want to see whether he can adapt his game to batter number 4, number 5.
Do you think it's likely to happen though?
I don't think so.
So we're going to ask you to put your money on it again. Which two players will open the batting for the rest of India tomorrow?
I think it will be Sehwag and Vijay.
It's a big battle of sorts between Suresh Raina and Rohit Sharma.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be just one slot for them in the team.
Yeah.
Who do you fancy making a greater impression for themselves?
I think I would prefer Rohit Sharma. Everyone would hate me for saying Rohit Sharma, but it's again the same thing that everyone says. The guy has got talent and he's yet to debut for the Indian Test team. And I certainly feel that instead of the one days, Test is one area where he should get a decent run. I don't care how he's performed and how bad he's been in one-day cricket, how inconsistent he's been in one-day cricket. I still think he's got more to offer in Test cricket. Suresh Raina, sometimes he plays those shots, like the one he played against New Zealand, just going for a wild slog when everything was in order. It was not required. So those kind of things just go against him. And he had his chances. He could have been selected for the England series as well. So and then they had this India A versus England game, and it was between him and Yuvraj. And that day he failed, and I think that was the clincher for Yuvraj. But I think the space is still open. Again, the Irani Cup is going to define who's going to go ahead. I think one good innings could be a make or break here. So this is very much a Russian roulette going on for the number 6 spot at the moment.
But your money seems to be on Rohit Sharma?
My money is in Rohit Sharma.
Star-studded final, Sachin and Sehwag both on display. Who's going to come out with bigger glories, Nitin?
Sachin.
Alright. You don't fancy Sehwag a chance in this one, Nitin?
No, not really. I think the Sehwag's problem over the years has been to, G up his game in matches that aren't quite up there, in games that are not so important. Like if you look at his record against weaker teams, it's always been a little off the boil. So, and for someone who's been playing mostly international cricket for quite some time now, I think he's not going to be up there for a domestic game. So I expect a couple of lazy dismissals to Sehwag. Sachin, on the other hand, this is what he plays for now. He played really well in the Ranji Trophy as well. There are runs to be had. Sachin's going to make them. It doesn't matter whether it's international cricket or domestic.
Well, there's a lot of talk on whether Virender Sehwag still has his place for himself in the Indian team. Do you see this as a launching pad for Sehwag? Probably he will treat this with a little more importance on that front.
Maybe. To answer the larger question over there, I don't think Sehwag has a very long career, very long lease of life ahead of him in the Indian team, because I think he's probably lost his reflexes, and I don't think he can cut it at the international level. But whether this might help him get back there into the Test team, yeah, it's possible. But as I said, I expect a couple of lazy dismissals from Sehwag.
Tendulkar is going to be on display at home tomorrow. It's going to be a very, very closely monitored innings, surely. We're going to put you on the spot and ask you which bowlers do you think from rest of India are most likely to get him out in both innings. You're going to pick your 2 bowlers or 1 bowler and tell us who's getting Tendulkar out.
I'll pick Shami and I'll pick Harbhajan.
Alright, Shami and Harbhajan. Okay, and any reasons in particular?
Just like the length that Shami bowls takes the ball away a bit, and if perhaps Mumbai bat first, there might be something in the pitch for the quicks early on. second innings, I might go with Bhaji. But all of it will fly out of the window when the match starts.
Is this final going to go the distance, and will we see a decided result at the end of 4 innings, or are we going to see this decided on a first innings lead?
Well, I would love it to last the 5 days and produce an outright result. I don't really think it's going to be one of those 3-day games that we saw in the Ranji Trophy final. It was a completely one-sided affair. Mumbai, had a far better bowling attack then, in the sense that they had Agarkar in the squad. He's missing out the Irani game because he's got a groin injury. There's no Zahir Khan either. So, and rest of India have a batting lineup that bats deep. They've also got a very good bowling attack. Definitely more experience than the one that Mumbai have got. So it's going to be a much closer contest than the one that we saw in the Ranji Trophy final. And that's what I think might happen, with rest of India probably edging it. They haven't lost the Irani Cup in the last 6 seasons, I think. Mumbai last won the Irani Cup in 1997-98. And I tip ROI to win outright.